So Kanye's going to let the president use him again.
He's the token Negro of the Trump administration.
Kanye West is what happens when Negroes don't read.
And black folks are about to trade Kanye West in the racial draft, okay?
Kanye is being subjected to the attacks that awake any black conservative who dares to break ranks with the Democratic monolith. Liberals kind of treat these entertainers like pawns who are not allowed to deviate from the leftist groupthink at all. God protect any Hispanic, gay, or black who breaks ranks and goes their own way politically. Remember the scorn that singer Harry Belafonte and the civil rights activist Harry Belafonte heaped on Condoleezza Rice and Colin Powell for working for George Bush?
Condoleezza Rice and Colin Powell served Bush because they believe as he does. They embrace his ideology. They embrace his imperial appetite. They are lackeys and tools of that. And my reference to them as failed house slaves meant that they were not the masters of their own destiny, although they had the choice to be and didn't.
House slaves. That was really nice. More than 30 years ago, a prominent figure in the Reagan administration argued that blacks should cast off liberalism for conservative solutions and summed up how the GOP had lost so much ground, saying Democrats smugly assume blacks are monolithic and will, by force of circumstances, always huddle to the left of the political spectrum. The political right watches this herd mentality in action, concedes that blacks are monolithic, picks up a few dissidents, and wistfully shrugs at the seemingly unbreakable hold of the liberal left on black Americans. That official's name was Clarence Thomas, then chair of the Equal Opportunity Commission. Individuals such as the brilliant conservative economist Tom Sowell were courageous because, as Thomas noted, they refused to give in to the cult mentality and childish obedience that hypnotized black Americans into mindless political trance. This is Justice Thomas in 2007.
We're here not to be proselytized, but to think for ourselves. And at bottom, isn't that why one of the reasons we love a free society? That we get to think for ourselves, make our decisions based on certain principles, and to make it possible for others to do the same?
Absolutely. Now, I'm not going to say that rapper Kanye West is Tom Sowell or Clarence Thomas. Of course, he's not. But I will say that unless he's doing a giant punking of America, he has guts and gusto. Just because he dares to think for himself, think differently, in his outspoken, over-the-top manner. He's pilloried by the politically correct performers in politics, in journalism, and, of course, in the entertainment industry. He represents a danger to the left because of his huge cultural influence. And moments like this are absolutely intolerable and frightening to liberals.
Yes, you know I love you.
I know. But I don't want to put you in that spot.
No, I'm standing in that spot. I love this guy right here. Let me get this guy a hug right here. I love this guy right here.
That's really
yeah.
Come here.
Yes.
Could it be that the Trump-West show was an indication that the old Democrats' monopoly on black voters is in jeopardy? There is more reasons for the liberals to be concerned. The president's support among African Americans is nearly double that of last year. In the latest Rasmussen poll, President Trump now has a 36 approval rating among African Americans. Some attributed the rise to the support from Kanye West and, of course, a historic low unemployment rate in the black community. Whatever the cause, whatever the reason, the shifting support among African Americans is very, very significant. Democrats cannot win a national election without their huge swath of black voters. And perhaps Kanye is giving them a reason to look elsewhere for political answers. So next time you hear liberal pundits writing him off as a crazy, slave-denying lunatic, remember, it's all about the numbers. They have to smear West for fear that black Americans will follow him into the arms of President Donald Trump. And what are the Democrats going to do then? And that's the angle.